Well, I'm excited about David Miller's newest book, Encounters with Helio-A, Arcturian Messages from the Fifth Dimension, the Soul Family, and Multidimensional Light Corridors. That's quite a title, isn't it? So this presentation today is from the chapter Telepathy and the Evolution of Man. So let's straighten our spines, take a few deep breaths, move into our favorite place. Helio-A reminds us we are members of planetary cities of light and ocean reserves of light. And as so, we are invited to enhance our abilities to communicate with the mineral, plant, and animal kingdoms, to learn about them by using our telepathic abilities. She outlined additional ways telepathy can be used, such as practicing remote viewing, to understand what we can do to assist our planet in the next evolutionary stage. Humanity is dependent on the biosphere, and a change at the level of consciousness is necessary to maximize the success of the evolutionary step that humanity must take to ensure the survival of its species. As participants in the evolution of the planetary cities of light and the planetary ocean reserves of light, we're tasked with ensuring that the biosphere remains capable of sustaining life. We've been concerned about whales and other issues involved with them being hunted. The protection for the whales must be integrated into our understanding of the evolution of man and the protection of the biosphere and the oceans. We learn from Helio-A that the next step in humankind's evolution involves the ability to be telepathic. The ability to become a telepath has several aspects. Many people, when they hear the word telepathy, only think of being able to read someone's mind and being able to send messages to distant people. And of course, this is one aspect of telepathy. But what Helio-A is suggesting is that the evolutionary step that is necessary for humanity to advance involves the acceleration and activation of higher telepathic powers that enable us to connect to the spirit of the earth. An important second aspect of the high telepathic powers involves using telepathy to send planetary healing thoughts to Earth. We call this practice BIORELATIVITY. Telepathy includes the ability to receive thought patterns from human beings and also includes the interactions with plants and other animals and ultimately with Earth. Telepathy involves communicating with the star family of which we are a part. Telepathy involves communicating with ascended beings from the galaxy and from the central sun, from where life has emerged into this galaxy. Telepathy also involves being able to communicate with the Creator. Each telepathic level or ability that is listed involves a certain skill. Communicating telepathically with other people involves receiving or sending messages. This ability can provide a basis to communicate with animals and plants. Many of you with us now probably have telepathic ability to share close emotional connections with pets and other animals. Communication with Telos, which is the inner earth, is a function of telepathic abilities. The ability to communicate with Gaia, the spirit of the earth, is another important telepathic ability. Helio says that the way to understand the earth changes should begin with those who are able to telepathically connect with the spirit of the earth. Earth interventions to counter Earth changes need to be adjusted using the feedback loop system of the planet. The feedback loop system is involved with Earth changes. Greenhouse gases released into the air is only one part that's affecting the feedback loop system. There are, of course, other problems with greenhouse gases, but remember, our planetary life began in the ocean. The ocean has a feedback loop or belt that stabilizes currents. These currents have the greatest influence on weather patterns. There are other influences of weather, such as meridians and ley lines on the Earth. But again, life on this planet began in the ocean. So such a large part of our Earth is covered with oceans. We were working today with communicating with the whales and dolphins who inhabit these oceans. We'll also envision planetary ocean cities of light thriving. So let's prepare to go into meditation to practice receiving information from whales and dolphins. You choose. First, we take a few more breaths and move into our relaxed state. And we surround ourselves with the cosmic egg, receiving the violet Arcturian light to fill this auric field. We fill and shimmer. We shimmer the edges to prepare to move into the halo of light around our planet that has been called the Ring of Ascension. Giuliano now sends down a quarter of light to each of us so that we can travel at the speed of mind to the Ring of Ascension. We join the Ascended Masters from the galaxy and sit quietly with them for a few moments in the Ring of Ascension. We blend our hearts and minds with theirs as we hold the earth in the highest energy field. Now, with the assistance of Giuliano, we're going to move on to the Arcturian crystal lake. We move through a corridor of light off the Ring of Ascension and into the fifth dimensional crystal lake with fifth dimensional beings of light. We sit in a circle around the crystal and begin to feel one with the energies all around us. And now, whatever way you choose to communicate with those beautiful creatures of the sea, the dolphins and the whales, we're going to go into silence as we practice this exercise. We listen to what they have to tell us, and we open and empty so that we can receive their messages. These beautiful ones are thrilled to know that we are working and practicing, communicating with them. We let the whales know that they are capable of giving us valuable information. We're interested in knowing what can be done, what we can do to help repair the oceans. And we wish to receive this information from them so that we can help the oceans survive and them survive. Ooh. Again, we open and we listen. The messages that come from these beautiful beings in the sea may not immediately come to us, but they may be coming over some time in unexpected ways. We can get answers to our questions. And this is possibly the first time that some of us have tried communicating with the whales and the dolphins. So we let them know that we will continue this contact and this exercise throughout the coming weeks and months. We may receive messages that they have received our request, but we continue to listen for a sign or see a symbol that they have received our message. Envision these giant whales leaping out of the water, showing us their majesty and playfulness. And we send unconditional love and compassion back to them. We envision the ocean reserves of light activating and providing clean, safe water for all sea life. We also might envision ourselves, our present or future selves, swimming with them, playing, singing with the sounds that they emit. See it, feel it, know it. Now we imagine the oceans of Gaia cleaned up from the plastic and toxicity. We see the water as once again pure and free from impurities. We see families of whales and dolphins swimming joyfully in the oceans of the planet. We notice that the water has returned to the temperatures that sustain the plankton and other fish that these whales and dolphins feed on. The work we're doing with this telepathy, connecting to Gaia, the spirit of the earth, to the mineral, plant, animal kingdoms, enhances our multidimensionality and fifth dimensional parts of ourself. The biorelativity work that we do using holographic and heliographic light gives us the ability and technology to be able to access our multidimensional selves. As we holographically access our higher fifth dimensional self, we continually expand our abilities. We remind ourselves to continue working telepathically with all these beings, with plants, with Gaia, with animals, and with one another. Gradually, over time, this practice is simply who we are. Holding the dolphins and the whales in loving reverence. We say our goodbyes telepathically to them, and we prepare to leave the crystal lake. Giuliano again sends down a quarter of light, and we begin our journey back to our rooms. Remembering that we have been guided to stop 6 feet above our physical body as we return to the rooms we're in. We begin to re-enter and to align. And to stabilize our energy in our third dimensional bodies. Once fully back in our body, we slowly open our eyes, feel our oneness, give thanks to Helio Ah and Giuliano for their blessed work with us. We remain deeply devoted to our dear Mother Earth as we continue our planetary City of Light work, planetary ocean reserves work, and continue to develop and expand our telepathic abilities to learn all that we can as heliographic and holographic healers. Thank you for participating in this exercise in meditation.